Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into level 150 against PKA LvL with a rare recruit only team. Now, I know a lot of people did a lot of summons on these banners, and rightfully so. The characters are very, very good. The banners are very, very good, but if you guys didn't get lucky enough to pick up any of the legends, hopefully this team will help you out. So that's the team, those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, the team is led by 6+ Roger with a friend captain Roger and Odin. My friend captain is rainbowed because the rush is just like so powerful. So if you can find a rainbow or a high rush level, it is going to work in your favor because you do want that rush ability on the final stage. As for the rest of the team, we have Yamato and Ace, and we have the Sugofest exclusive Queen. Plus we have the support of Super Sugofest Nami, as well as Anniversary Zora, just for a little bit more damage on that final stage as well. Now, this team, like I said, it does use Toki, it does use Kinemon. Both the characters are very, very good for stage 3 being Toki and stage 4 being Kinemon. However, this content is so finicky because at level 150, Whitebeard has a revive. Now, we all know with level 150, that final boss has over 2 billion HP, so an 80% revive means they're coming back with a lot of HP. On top of that, there's 2 lots of red haki. There's a bunch of despair, which really struggles. Well, a lot of teams will struggle to use multi-turn buffs, but with Roger as our captain, we can actually use that to our advantage, and we can keep those multi-stage buffs. With the team, though, it does take a lot of stall. As you can see, I'm stalling on these enemies very, very early. Plus, we're going to need 2 turns of bug stall on stage 3, for Yamato and Ace's super swap. Now, as you can see, when I move in from stage 1 to stage 2 and 2 to 3, on the final turn, I am switching with Yamato Ace. That's very important, so that way you don't have to bug stall too much more, and you can actually start building up their super swap. Now, Yamato and Ace's super swap is very, very, very good for this particular piece of content. However, they are on a 6-turn super swap, and every time you swap, they burn, so they basically just kill the first 2 stages, which makes it a little bit tricky. What you can do, though, is bug stall right here on Izo. When you bug stall on Izo, he doesn't do any of the nasty effects. On the second turn, he'll normally blow away your friend captain. After that, he'll roll back your specials, and then after that, he'll special bind you. Now, you can stall here. He doesn't do all that much damage, but utilizing the bug stall strat means you don't have to worry about these abilities. You can keep swapping with Yamato and Ace, get the super swap ready to go, and then you can move on by using the Toki special and sort of just go from there. And that works out pretty hunky-dory, if you ask me. Utilizing the Toki special is not only going to remove the bind and the special bind, but she gives you the clock buff and the perfect buff, so that way you can do a little bit more damage on the next stage. Use the super super EX, sorry, of Roger and Odin here, so that way you lock orbs, you have a Wano orb ready for the next stage, plus you have a full bottle orbs, so that way you can actually turn them all into Wano slots. We are going to use the super type of our Roger on the next turn. He's going to lock our orbs. He's also going to give us 1 turn of cooldown, and then with the Nami support, because we get paralyzed, we can actually give 2 turns of cooldown to our Roger and Odin friend captain. Now, Kinemon is very, very good for this stage. He rolls back to specials, plus he also removes the paralysis that's on the right-hand side. There's damage reduction here too, and you can only tap with 3 units, but utilizing Roger and Nami means that we can use Odin and Roger before utilizing Kinemon. Now, Kinemon's going to extend attack boosts and color affinity boosts as long as your captain is Slasher. And if your captain, being Roger, uses his special after an attack boost, he becomes a color affinity booster, and he extends the orbs by 2 turns. So once you do all of this stuff, you're going to wipe out the units in the back. You're going to have a 3-turn attack boost, a 5-turn orb boost, and a 5-turn color affinity boost, which is going to be great to take into the final stage, because that way we have Roger and Odin who can bypass that red haki ability. Now, as you can see there, you can only tap with 3 units. You can just tap through the damage reduction. It's not a lot of damage. It's not a lot of damage reduction, so you can easily burst through that, and it works like an absolute treat. On the final stage against Whitebeard, though, he's going to restrict how many specials you can use, plus he puts up either defense up or threshold. Now, this is where Queen is so good, because Queen can remove both of them, plus he has that limit break ability to let you use more than 1 special. We're only going to use 1 special, though. Queen's just so good, because he just removes all of it, plus because you have color affinity, attack boost, and orb boosting, you actually get resistance for cerebral characters, which wouldn't mean all that much, but Toki is actually cerebral, so it kind of gives you just a little bit of extra damage. On top of that, you get a conditional boost, but look, we're not using that anyway. Now, we are going to use the rush ability on the first turn. However, I am going to cut the rush short. You definitely don't want to use all of your rushes. You do want to make sure that you just have the rush ability ready for that final turn. Now, as you can see, the damage is pretty tight there. 2.4 billion. It's pretty close. And that's pretty crazy, seeing that with a level 5 rush, as well as having 2 of the rare recruits that are meant to make this a little bit easier as well. On the death, Whitebeard will stereotypically blow away your positive effects, but because we have the double Roger combination, we can get around that. You want to switch into Yamato and Ace here. That's why I put Yamato Ace in the middle right, and if you don't, you can quickly close the app and reopen it. So that way, just like the Bug Store strat, you can get Yamato Ace as a captain to make Free Spirits and Striker characters hit a lot harder. We're then going to use their special on this turn. That's going to give us a conditional boost, as well as an attack boost, which we did lose from our Roger Odin. However, we kept the Orb boost, we kept the Color Affinity boost, and once again, we can actually utilize the Rush ability. Now, the only reason we want to use the Rush is just to get the buff. As you can see, you don't get as many taps, but you just still get that crazy buff that Roger and Odin provide. Then you can take them out nice and easy. And wham bam, thank you ma'am. So that's going to wrap up the video. That is PKA level 150 with the rare recruits. Hopefully it helps you guys out. If you guys want to see any other content on this particular PKA, because I'm going to be making a lot more, I feel like there's a lot to do in this PKA, let me know in the comment section below. But while you're down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.